Leo, how the hell are you this evening? Thank you so much for joining me here at 8th House Things. I am more than honored to read for you this evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you might be in the world. I'm a Leo moon, so it was very exciting tapping into your energy. It's you feel as though you're in a very celebratory, jubilant vibration. I kept hearing, and it's strange because I kept hearing the song High by Miley Cyrus, and to be very honest, it is more of like a heartbreak kind of song, but the chorus stood out to me. Like, I still get high. Like, it feels like you guys are just on a high of life. You guys, your energy is just radiating fun and just a vibrancy that is really nice to encounter, you know. So let's see what the cards have to say and if they explain this high that you're on. I do general readings and I let the cards decide what route the reading will take. It might turn into career reading, general reading, personal reading, love reading. We'll see. So let's do one last clean shuffle for you, Leo, and see what's so high about your life these days. Just one more shuffle for Leo, then 4 cards for Leo will be pulled out. I keep pulling 4 cards and I don't know why. It's just the number 4 has consistently been sticking out in my reading. So let's go. Leo, 4 cards, and I have the Page of Wands in reverse, the Sun in reverse, the 10 of Coins, the Hanged One, and the Hanged One is upright. I'm inclined to pull 2 more cards, the Ace of Coins in reverse and the Emperor. What a fascinating start, Leo. Let's see. So I have a lot of your fire energy coming out here. Couple of major arcana with the Sun, the Emperor, and the Hanged One. So I'm seeing here that a kind of strange cycle has come to an end. And it has a lot to do with your life. Your relationships, close family relationships, close friend relationships. A strange cycle in your relationships has come to an end, and more than anything, it seems as though it's coming to an end because you are finding / you have found yourself, your tribe, where you really belong in this world. That's deep. And with one cycle coming to an end, it makes sense that it spells the beginning of a new cycle. And with the Hanged One coming out, I'm seeing here that what you did before put you in a position that was unfavorable. It left you wanting. It just had such a negative impact on your life. These relationships that you formed that hadn't served you well. So it seems as though you've cut ties with family members, you've cut ties with people who you considered as close friends. And, this 10 of Coins card stands out quite nice because it's a lioness with her three little cubs, and she's looking at like a sea of coins above her. And that tells me that it spells the end of familiar relationships that just no longer served you well. I feel as though your world as you knew it has drastically changed. Which would make sense, right? Just imagine most of the people who you've known or who you've had in your life no longer being a part of it. So let's see why. What's encouraged this change? Because this change has brought about the Emperor energy of, there's a very interesting quote from The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist, and he says the world's greatest lie is that at some point we lose control of our lives and that fate just takes over. And I see here with the Emperor coming out for you, Leo, is this belief system where you felt as though you were not in control of your life. With the people who were surrounding you, they were draining your energy. They were draining and taking the best from you. And your world as you knew it has changed with you letting go of these ties that no longer cannot serve you well. And now you are in a position where you're in the driving seat again. That's what I'm seeing with the Emperor card coming out. And it certainly is disappointing. With the Sun in reverse, it's disappointing to have to let go of the people who you thought would be in your life for a while, Leo, and ultimately for your own sanity, you don't want to be in a position where you're being used or you're just stuck because of the whims of other people, and you feel as though you have loyalty to them because they're family or friends. No, that's not fair. And it's your life, right? It is your life. So why has this change come about? More cards for Leo. This is a pivotal moment in your life too, Leo. We are undoing and unlearning the things that formed a major part of our thought process, and we're forming new habits. So it's a new era for Leo, a very dynamic one where you are in the driving seat all of the time and not some of the time. So what were these people doing to you? How exactly were they draining you or not serving you well? Why did they put you in a position where the sun wasn't shining in your favor? Got the Wheel in reverse and the Chariot. More major arcana. Seems like they kept you in a cycle that was more than anything quite repetitive. And they also gave you an ego boost, ego stroke. So it was convenient to have them around. Right? So it's convenient to have these people around, and primarily because they stroked your ego. Sometimes we like having fans, and these people were more than willing to do that. So you had a lot of yes people around you. Yeah. A lot of yes people around you who fed off of your desire and need for wanting to be in the limelight, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, you are Leo, the king of the jungle, and you want that acknowledgement, right? So these people knew how best to keep you in a position where they made you think that you were more interesting, more fascinating, more than what you really were. I want to put it in a more simplified way. So like in a day-to-day sense, it seems as though you were surrounded by yes people, and bad habits formed from being around them. And these bad habits can manifest in different ways. Maybe you drank too much around them. Maybe it was just a crew or a bad crowd that got you into trouble in certain ways. Maybe you lost the risk because you were surrounded by these people who had a negative impact on your life. You lost the favor of people who would have been positive influences. You know? So they made you feel as though you were the illusion. They created the illusion of the fact that you were in control of your life when in essence you weren't. That's deep and sadly dark, Leo. More cards for Leo. You know, and the wheel in reverse is, oh, it's that sucky, it's so closely linked to the Hanged One energy. It's just stagnation. You know, there's no personal development, there's no self-development, there's no growth. You're just surrounded by losers. Sad. That's sad. And so this is why especially in the last few months, you may have come to this realization, and it was probably one of the more heartbreaking realizations of your life, Leo, that you've surrounded yourself with pathetic people, you know. And it hurts the most when, I don't know which hurts the most actually, when it's friends, because that's the people you chose to be in your life, or when it's family and it's like it's blood. So like, how do I remove myself from the toxic situations when it's my blood? I don't know which one's worse, you know, cutting the cord with family or cutting the cord with friends. Then I have here the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse too. So it's literally you taking control of your life, right? Because you felt so out of your depth, but it's your own life. Imagine feeling as though you have no say in what is going on in your own life. And that's where the greatest lie ever told comes from, right? Paulo Coelho is saying, it's not up to fate, it's you. Queen of Swords is holding up the sword, you know, nice and high, and walking through this environment with her head held high, right? But this came out in reverse, and Ace of Swords, or Ace of Wands also came out in reverse. And we see here a hand about to take that mantle, and it's like the more you involved yourself with this crowd, the less inclined you were towards letting go of these, getting out of these toxic situations. So this is toxicity within your friend circle, your family, but I also sense that it has to do with the work environment, you know, toxicity and being suspended or stuck in a position where you can't really speak up. The throat chakra is tied up in other people's nonsense. So it's like for longer than it should have been, you forgot who you were. But we're bringing it back, right? And I keep looking at the Emperor card because it's like you're coming back strong, Leo. Stronger than anyone could fathom. And that's how it should be. That's life. We learn these harsh lessons. And we've all lost a friend or two along the way, but this is major. Like, it feels as though the last few years for you've seen a lot of people come and go, and it's because you're filtering through and sifting through the garbage, and you're finally seeing that it's just no longer worth it for you to be surrounded by people who stroke your ego. There's only so much ego stroking one can do. It's been a very superficial life until recently for you, Leo. But here we are, and let's just start by saying you're alive. You're alive and you're well. And you're listening to this reading. Oh, and you can get a personal reading from me at mfirst@gmx.com. My email will be down in the comments below. You're alive, you're well, you're kicking. And that's it. You don't owe anyone anything. So where are you now? What's your mental state now? Where's your soul at right now, Leo? Let's see. Transformation with the Devil card, and then the Six of Cups coming out. Yes, we're letting go of this toxicity with the Devil card in reverse. We're rising above our toxic situations and getting out of them and undoing these terrible habits that were formed. Good for you, Leo. Good for you. And yeah, now and then there'll be, I'm seeing here that you're still having a little bit of, you're uneasy about the future. You're uneasy about where you are right now. And that's normal. It's normal to be afraid. It's normal to be apprehensive about what you need to do. But you're in a position where you know that it must be done. It must, right? We can't sit with this knowledge and do nothing about it. When we see our errors and when we see that we've engaged with people who have not served us well, and we've made the decision to let them go, it's scary, but we have to follow through. Because it's your life, right? This is your life. And all these major arcana are telling me that, right now you recognize that the transformation is happening and that, we're stepping into a new mindset. We're overturning the bad habits that have formed. And it's so hard to teach an older dog new tricks. But you're taking the challenge on. That's that fierce, powerful king of the jungle. That's what you do. And you do it best. Yeah. So how's it looking for Leo? Just one card. One card that I know will inspire you to keep going. Keep going, Leo. You're already on your way. You might as well keep going. What's the point of stopping now? Life is way too exciting for you to stop now. And I have the Knight of Coins. It came out in reverse. So let me not lie to you. But I don't even feel like the reversal counts. I see here a kid on an elephant. So it's telling me that you're going back to that inner child and speaking to that inner child and celebrating this new chapter in your life with that inner kid, right? And we call on our inner children to tell them how exciting things are about to be and to keep going. And the inner kid, you know, responds in kind, because the inner child doesn't know what's happened since. And on the card, the Knight of Coins card that I pulled out, this kid is sitting on an elephant. So it's wisdom, right? It's the knowledge that you've acquired that is going to stand with you for the test of time. And it also tells me that there's no going back. Elephants to me represent progress and establishing a legacy. You know, they can live a really long time. They are very gentle and loving, and they keep moving. They soldier on. They are strong in every sense of the word, and that's you, Leo. That is your energy. I wish you all the best with this new chapter. I know you're gonna rock it. I know you are. You're that sign, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading. Have a good night, Leo.